is really an honor and a privilege. I just can't believe I'm in the position that I am to listen to you, and first of all, listen to you and listen to Oregonians and say, how are we going to keep the Oregon that, whether we were born here or we moved here, there was a reason people came to Oregon and stayed. And that's what gives me the courage and the drive and the passion to take on challenges. Just to reflect a little bit, what we've accomplished. I'm going to talk a little bit about what we accomplished and where we're heading in the 2008 session, and then what do we need, what are our next steps, where do we go from here? I brought just a tiny, tiny little handout because we developed an Oregon roadmap, the House D's did, before we went into our last election cycle. And we said, if we're going to get elected, then we began to say, when we get elected, this is our agenda. We had an agenda of 10 items that were top priority. And I just counted them, and out of those 10 agenda items, beyond getting our 10 agenda items, our roadmap, we passed 31 bills that had just literally are making a huge impact in Oregon. The outcome of our last session was also the fact that we had several bills. We had some veterans bills that did not pass because we didn't have the 3/5 majority. We had some Republicans that would vote with us, but there was a veterans bill about sustaining VA loans for homes. We could not get that thing passed. It lost by 2 votes. So you can guess what our passion is right now as a caucus, and a tremendous amount of my time is being spent on, is how do we increase that? And you're part of that. But going back to what our accomplishments were, I think one of the biggest things that we tackled from the beginning when we set our rules the day we were sworn in, we set a rules that said we were not going to accept gifts. We said we're here about policy. We're not just going to be playing the political games. People didn't think we'd, I don't think any of our House members really understood what an impact that would be. But some people thought, well, we'd be giving up a lot. But what we did is we gained literally time to meet with constituents and people out in the public, not just lobby. And so I think that was a major accomplishment. Another part of that is we opened up the legislative process. People were coming from all over the state to testify and frequently found that that committee was already over, the issue was already voted on, and they had been taking their time to come to give us their point of view, and we weren't able to accommodate them. So there were 3 steps to that, but the end result was our building was very, very busy. You'll talk to anybody that was there during the 07 session, and particularly lobby, they will tell you, well, that's the hardest they've had to work in a long time. And that was because the process was more open. And we listened to our constituents, but we just didn't listen to special interests.